y'all doing? So today I'm going to be making some vegetarian, vegan burgers from scratch. And this veggie burger, vegan burger, is not your traditional burger. This is I am lazy and I am tired after work, and I want something that's nutritious and I can use my leftovers to make it. I know that sounds weird. Just stick with me. I promise you, you're gonna love it. The good thing about this burger is that you can customize it to be whatever you want. So whatever leftovers you have in that fridge, sis, bro, throw it in. Alright, so let's get to this video. So here we have red onions. At the top here we have yellow, red and orange mixed peppers, sweet peppers. We have some shredded Japanese eggplant, this kind. Then we also have some broccoli and cauliflower that I cooked the night before. Just sauteed with some salt and pepper and everything. And then I'm going to use some rolled oats, thick oats. And that's going to be our burger. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's the fun part. It's just throwing everything in a bowl. So I'll put in my oats first. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill quick oats. It means there no specific brand or anything, but nothing in it. Just put some of that. I really don't know measurements because I do not measure, but I'm going to approximate and say maybe 2 or 3 cups of oats for, I think it made about 12 burgers. So we're going to just dump in whatever veggies that you have. And then make sure you get all that goodness in there because that's where your seasoning comes from. And then we're going to mix this together. And of course these are pieces of veggies, so they're not the onions and things are not cooked. So you want to like chop them down a little bit just so that they're not like humongous pieces, as you can see right here. I did cut up the broccoli. It was cooked again, so I cut it up just a little bit smaller, but kind of doing this motion here with the spoon helps it to break up some. And then the moisture from, just the natural moisture from the fresh vegetables that you cut up kind of gives the oats a little bit of moisture that it can start breaking down and not be as hard. So you're going to keep mixing that right on in there, chopping down those vegetables, and then it's going to turn into kind of like a crumbled meat kind of texture, but you're still going to add a little bit more moisture. And later, after your seasonings, chopping right down. I love to make sure that it's all mixed in there. I don't like any white chunks of oatmeal because it's not oatmeal. So I'm going to my seasonings now. This is the best part. Garlic powder. Now you will see, I love garlic, okay? It's good for you. It's not salt at all. It's just garlic powder. So use as little or as much as you like. As Auntie Tabitha said, it's your business. Then I'm going to go to my curry powder. There's only a little bit left in there, so I just used it all. I love curry, so use that. These are kind of my basic seasonings that I use with a lot of things that I'm cooking. And then definitely my pink Himalayan salt. It's a little more nutritious for you, and helps that you won't use too much, honestly. Just about that much. Then we have our onion powder. You can use however much you want. Just season to taste, whatever you would generally do for a burger. For me, I like onion powder and garlic powder. Very flavorful without the salt. And then we're going to do a little paprika just to give it a little bit of color. For me, paprika has no taste, but it does give a little bit of color so that it's not looking pale and crazy. And then flaxseed. So the ground flaxseed, once mixed with moisture, acts as egg. So it kind of holds the burgers together, gives it a good consistency, and helps to keep you regular. So you can throw it all in. Hey friends, so this is Editing Whitney. If you put broccoli in your burgers, it's wonderful. However, make sure you got enough seasoning so that it don't taste like broccoli. It's really good though. Okay, back to the video. So now that we have our mixture seasoned, my red pepper, I literally shook this about 4 times, just a little bit to come out. I didn't want it to be too spicy, although I really love spice. Didn't want it to be overwhelmingly spicy. So now I have I think that was about 10 ounces of water. I use just half of it first because with anything you can add more water, but you cannot take away water. And I ended up, putting a little bit too much, but that's okay. But we put in just kind of half of that, mix it in, and give the oatmeal some time. You want to make sure you're smelling those good seasonings, but you want to give that oatmeal some time to get a little bit moist and start to bond together. Because again, you're trying to make a burger meat consistency, like ground meat consistency. Just keep stirring, and you'll see like these big pieces. I just wanted that for myself. It kind of gives it a little bit more crunch, but it's really up to you how you want your veggies to be. I'm going to add in more water because it was a little bit too dry and wasn't really coming together for me to form it into patties. Keep mixing that all in. And then you'll start to see it's becoming kind of like pate, but kind of having like a creamy consistency. And it kind of helps if you push it against the side of the bowl, because then it kind of also gives it that mix. It gets everything all mixed in there, so you can see it's kind of like coming together. So I'm gonna use the rest of my water, and then just mix that right on around. The good thing again is that with this I have oat flour, which you'll see soon. If it's too moist of a mixture, you can always add oat flour just to, there it is right there. Just to kind of, get it a little bit tougher, but not so tough that you're putting in more rolled oats. So that's the consistency. I just put oatmeal in a blender, and that's what comes out of it, the oat flour. So I just kind of coated the top of that, just to give it just a little bit of binding power, because I did put just a small amount more water than I should have. But it's okay. It still ended up fine. I will say I wanted to put just a little bit more seasoning in there. I know it looks like a lot, but the oats are so raw and natural that they really just look like oats. So feel free to season very, very liberally. We're just going to keep mixing that up, making sure that everything is mixed together. You don't want any like big chunks of oatmeal or unseasoned bits. So once you have everything in there, the consistency kind of should be kind of like oatmeal. I mean, clearly, but it should be thick, but not too, it should be oatmeal, basically. We're going to put a little bit of vegetable oil there into the mixture. Mix that around. For me, the little bit of oil kind of makes it less sticky. Because again, it is oatmeal, so it'll be sticky. But a little bit of oil, and it does well. It does really, really well. In a frying pan or in the oven, or however you want to mix it. But that's the consistency there. Then I put about a tablespoon and a half of oil. A tablespoon and a half of oil into my non-stick frying pan. A larger pan just so I can put about 4 burgers in at a time. I'm going to set my stove to 7, which is about medium high. And then we're just going to start forming these burgers and getting them in the pan. It's my favorite part, because then I get to eat them. So I took a little piece of foil because I didn't want to put it in my hand. And just took a spoonful, like a serving spoon. You'll see the size of the spoon there. The same spoon I was really mixing with, honestly. We're not doing anything fancy. Put it on the foil. Put it into a little ball and mash it. That's it. Just like any other burger. The difference with this and a regular burger is you wouldn't mash the burger down or whatever, but with this you do, because you want to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly, cooked all the way through. With your oil, you want to make sure that it's actually hot. If you put the veggie burger like that you just now mixed together into the pan without it being warm enough, it could stick, and we don't want it to stick. We want it to actually cook nice all the way through and have even cook, even though it's not cooked. So I'm just going to continue to form my little burgers. That was a big one over there. That was really good. the thing to note with these burgers is you don't have to manipulate them a lot. Like, you get them in the pan, you know, form them, get them in the pan, let them cook. If you manipulate them too much, you run the risk of either breaking your burger or whatever. So then this is a complete season. Like I said, you want to make sure it's definitely seasoned, and I could have actually put more, but just a little bit over the top. The complete seasoning has like garlic, pepper, some herbs and different things in it. So just a little sprinkle over the top, and I actually could put more, but you know, you keep it simple. And then as you can see, it's kind of like sizzling up a little bit, but I'm not going to manipulate it, I'm not going to cover it. Just leave it alone, and we'll be back. Now it's starting to get good, so we're going to go ahead and flip it. And you can see like the color hasn't really browned up just yet, but it will come. I like to kind of like flip it in the middle so that, you know, it'll get that even cook, and then we can flip it back over just to get that brown on it. But this is kind of like the preliminary color, and for me that was good too, but I like to definitely get that nice fry on it. The grill, not really grill marks, but it's getting a little dark, you know, like a regular burger, but they're already looking pretty good. So here I made patties that I'm going to have to put in the air fryer. They're just as delicious in the air fryer. You don't have to fry them up. But these are the ones that I actually made in the pan, and they look delicious. Actually, really, really good. But you see that brown on there, and you still have oil left over in the pan, which I actually ended up using to make sure I browned off the other ones that I wanted to cook in there. They look really good. I told you. So now, remember to love God, love yourself, and love other people. That's the mission. #love thyself for life. Let's keep it going. I love you.